when things get bad enough, everybody will be out in the street. We don't want that to be the case, though, do we? No. And I just had a conversation with somebody earlier this week, and she had some interests in her life that she knew were wrong. Her values had been violated, and she was angry, but she didn't know what to do about it. And, you know, like you, she was also busy. And I think that there's a fear of getting involved somehow and thinking that you're going to waste your time because you don't know what you're doing. And so this is, I guess, once you've been taught, you know, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And when you've been trained in different ways to organize, everything looks like going and getting coffee. But that's a good first step, I think. And somebody has figured out somewhere else, maybe not next door to you, but somewhere else in this city, or maybe somebody that is in your family 1,000 miles away, how to be effective with the time that they do have. And I think it starts with talking to other people that are in your situation and trying to realize, you know, your shared interests and what you're angry about. And then realizing also that there is going to be some frustration as you try to activate in a way that's going to make you happy. Because it sounds to me like you're angry and you want to be effective and you don't want to get burned for it. So I think, you know, baby steps, put your toe in the water. But I think it starts with starting to talk to people and build relationships. And you're going to find somebody has done what you're thinking about already, or you're going to find that two people have done it two different ways. And there's a way to apply it to your life too. And you don't necessarily need to be out in the streets with a sign. Maybe sometimes you can be down at City Hall for a specific meeting, or maybe you can be the person that emails the media when the rest of your neighbors are putting a garden in for the first time. It all comes down to, like, you know, cost to benefit. How much are you able to do, and what's your best impact going to be? But I would say start by talking to people that do something that looks like something you want to do, and start to talk to people that are also in your situation. And you're going to find something useful along the way. I think it all has to start with conversation. It has to lead to sharing the complaints and anger, and then organizing yourself somehow afterwards. You can't keep going and getting coffee and complaining to each other all the time. And this isn't, you know, this is everybody. And we all like to have sessions where we vent, and it's self-care that's healthy. And we need that. But it becomes unhealthy when you don't act on it at some point and find some course of action, because there's frustration, and I felt frustration too. So I think it starts with a conversation, and then realizing that there's some action you can take and trying it out. It's kind of a simple answer, but I think it's going to start with a conversation about your shared self-interests and what other people have done in your place.
And I just want to add that even the fact of the passion that you have to getting involved, that is a great first step. And also, like Gary had mentioned, about linking up with individuals, because it's very important that you connect with people that have a like passion, that matches with, that something internalizes to you that makes it personal. So therefore, people at your job or your place of employment can actually see what you're doing, and you will see yourself asserting as a leader, and they will follow and be engaged.